and we are here downtown Dayton for the Children's Parade, and the grand illumination is ready to happen. I'm Glad Girl Shelly from WSWO 97.3.
I'm Gary Quin. Hello.
And
Merry Christmas.
Yes, we're very excited to be here. And the crowds are kind of pouring in from the courthouse square side.
We want to mention our partners and sponsors for the 2016 Dayton Holiday Festival. And they are Downtown Dayton Partnership, the City of Dayton, Montgomery County.
And our presenting sponsor this evening is DP&L. And additional sponsorships, supports come from CareSource, Fifth Third Bank, McAfee Heating and Air Conditioning, Big 106.5 FM, Hollywood Gaming, Dayton Raceway, Spectrum Reach, and the Virginia W. Kettering Dayton Holiday Festival Fund. Hands are too cold to turn the page.
It's there somewhere.
Looks like we're trying to get started.
There we
There we go. And we have the Dayton Police motorcycles. The flashing lights of these police motorcycles are our signal. It's time for Dayton Children's Parade to get underway. We hope you'll stay with us for the next hour as we kick off the holiday season in Dayton and the Dayton Holiday Festival. And they are in hot pursuit of some holiday fun.
Yes, we are.
My ears are ringing. Well, I hope the
They
sound
made their
guy in the
presence
truck
felt.
is not too upset. It is the 44th Annual Children's Parade, and we'd like to thank the Downtown Dayton Partnership for getting things underway.
Next up, we have the 82nd Airborne Flags and Color Guard, the General M.B. Ridgway chapter of the 82nd Airborne Division Association Color Guard. And that's had the honor of leading the Children's Parade since it began 43 years ago.
Wow. Here we have a beautiful sort of celebration float. It's a bit of a birthday cake and a holiday cake, saying thank you to Virginia W. Kettering for being a sponsor of this parade for 44 years.
That is a long time.
And here comes a DATV float. Well, that took a lot of work. We just saw the Kettering cake float go by. And now we're looking at the DATV float. And we are so appreciative of Dayton Cable Access
Absolutely.
and all the things, programs that they do and open up to the
Many
community.
great things year-round.
Dreaming of a white Christmas. And we have the Key Ads float. This is Key Ads coming up, and
The Artists League Band. The band is made up of kids associated with the Community Artists League, which is designed to develop and promote local school-age musicians.
I wonder how they keep their instruments in tune with this cold.
I'm sure it's not easy, but they certainly know what they're doing.
And here is another DP&L float this evening. Beautiful lights on this float. Now we have the Dayton Fire Department.
And we thank them for their great service.
Absolutely.
I see a little one waving from the window.
Yeah. I don't see a Dalmatian on that truck. Maybe
I do not.
a little too cold tonight for that. And we have a marching band coming up. This is the TRSS Drum Corps. It's the return of the Scoom Squad, one of the best of all percussion drum corps out of Dayton, Ohio. People ask them why do they do it, and they reply, because we love it. TRSS Drum Corps.
Always fun to hear the drum corps.
Yes. And there's there's Sheriff Bill Plummer, Montgomery County Sheriff's truck there, to thank Sheriff Plummer for his service. Dogs. All the dogs have their own linings from the Gym City Dog Obedience Club.
Founded in 1967, and since then they've been having a great time training people on how to train their own dogs in all phases of obedience and agility. The club also sponsors dog shows, agility trails, earth dog events, confirmation matches, pet therapy, and freestyle competition. And they participate in public service events for responsible dog ownership. Oh, look at the dogs.
Yeah,
Love all of them.
Every breed you can imagine down here tonight. All decorated up, wearing Santa costumes and everything. And now it's the holiday RTA bus. Let's give a warm welcome to our friends from RTA. This is their special holiday bus. Hopefully you're lucky enough to catch this fun holiday decorated bus sometime this season.
The Dancing Trees Float, sponsored by DP&L, and is covered with energy efficient LED lights. You can really tell the difference. DP&L is the presenting sponsor of the Dayton Holiday Festival, and we thank them for their generous support.
And this is the Kettering Float, Kettering Tower Float.
Don't forget to stop by the Kettering Tower lobby this holiday season to view Mrs. Kettering's model train display.
Oh, yes.
The train will be up through January 2nd. So if you don't get a chance to see it this evening, you can stop back anytime throughout the holiday season.
And here we go, Sesame Street. It's the Sesame Street Float, sponsored by AAA. This is the AAA Safety Patrol Kids of some of our friends from Sesame Street. The Safety Patrol Kids are representatives from Dayton area schools who encourage safe activities in their respective schools.
Be sure to pay a visit to the Schuster Center at the corner of 2nd and Main Street this holiday season. and that's where you'll find the Tyke Shop, the animated Wonderland windows, and lots of other great family-friendly fun on the weekends through December.
Oh, Cookie Monster. I felt like a Cookie Monster yesterday.
They are having fun with that.
Thanksgiving, yeah. And now, representing the International Festival. I'm sorry, this is the Chapel Electric. This is a Chapel Electric float. Pulled by Noble Roofing. It's a beautiful merry-go-round and Ferris wheel. And here's the Children's Medical Center and Fast Signs Centerville banners. I hope the clowns were wearing their thermal underwear tonight.
That'd be recommended.
Yeah. And we have a choir coming on this next float. Pulled by the Able truck. It's the Village Rental Float. The beautiful float. It's got the kids choir on it. It's singing the 12 Days of Christmas.
Those kids are having a good time.
Yes, they are. That took a lot of work too. Here is the a World of Fair folks coming up, and you know, every year we enjoy the International Festival and the World of Fair at the Convention Center, representing all nations. Christmas around the world. And of course, got to have the Arby's banner, because what is the holiday season without that Arby's commercial?
No doubt about it.
5 roast beef sandwiches. I still sing that. P&R Communication. P&R Communications.
That's the Cinderella coach.
Beautiful.
Thanks to P&R Communications, our parade coordinators and volunteers, they were able to keep the parade moving and running smoothly.
And for folks like us in radio, Gary, we certainly appreciate those big towers and things across town that
Exactly.
P&R has in the air for radio signals and cell signals. And now it's the Progressive Float, Progressive Printers.
That's the pirate ship float.
I see a large guitar on the, so I know I'm going to like it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that is quite impressive. Being pulled by Noble Roofing. I think these positions are a bit out of
They appear to be.
what we were expecting, but that's okay. It's all beautiful, and
That's right.
we'll figure it out as we go. Here is a Fifth Third Bank float, a one-horse open sleigh. That is beautiful.
Thanks to Fifth Third Bank.
When we finally kiss goodnight.
Carl's Body Shop, and they've got some live music here. Spectrum Reach float being pulled by Carl's Body Shop tonight. Feliz Navidad. And we have another fire truck from Engine 17, Dayton Fire Department, followed by the paramedics truck here. Appears to be our Dayton Children's paramedics, the Dayton Children's Transport Team. And as a parent, we all hope we never have to use the services of that particular service, but thankful that they are here.
Our friends at Dayton Children's.
Another Able truck pulling one of the nice floats. This is the big 1065 float, which I believe is playing continuous Christmas music around the clock. It's starting October 31st, I think they started that. Is that Kim Ferris? That may be Kim Ferris.
That's Kim, all right.
Kim Ferris. Staple in the local radio community. Kim's been around quite a while. And here is the Vectran float. This is a Nutcracker float with a huge nutcracker on here. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sponsored by Vectran, pulled by Able this evening. And that is from Frozen, the princess from Frozen. And Olaf, I think I saw Olaf on there. And these beautiful horses.
Clydesdales, perhaps?
The Thunderstruck
Percherons from Versailles. Weigh between 1,800 and 2,300 pounds.
Beautiful.
They are pulling a handcrafted freight wagon, carrying our Mayor Nan Whaley and City of Dayton Commissioner Matt Joseph.
And more horses. Look at these Clydesdales. Absolutely beautiful. These are brown with white.
The Cornerstone Belgians. Pulled by a Belgian draft horse hitch. Oh, they're beautiful.
Yes. And let's see who is on this float tonight. Listen to that. It's the old-time travel Clydesdales. That is Congressman Turner.
There he is. I knew he was here somewhere.
And another, there's two, it looks like two more units of Clydesdales coming.
From Hill and Hollow Farms. A six-hitch Belgians and Wagon. They are beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Listen to the sleigh bells. So when you sing that song, sleigh bells ring. That's exactly what we're talking about. The Belgians, and that's sponsored by, looks like McDonald's coming up here.
And now, next up, we have the Rodeo Farms, sponsored by McDonald's. This unit showcases 6 halflingers and a wagon and is carrying a very special guest, none other than Ronald McDonald.
Oh my. Hill and Hollow Farms of Greenville. Beautiful float. And the Renegades. I'd like to say thanks to the Renegades here coming up. They have glitter. They're wearing glitter and lights in their tails and manes.
That's the Allen Stanley Horse Unit, sponsored by First Lutheran Church.
And now the Shetlands. Here we have the Shetlands. Look at that. I'm sure every kid's going to ask, can they get one of those for Christmas now? I want one. Do we have a sponsor here for?
They are so tiny.
Yeah. Beautiful sleigh. And we have more Clydesdales here?
Appears to be.
Now there was just a horse parade, I believe, over the weekend or before Thanksgiving up in Greenville somewhere. But they had all horses. And there's Ronald McDonald.
There we are. Thanks to McDonald's.
they decorated their trucks very nicely.
Yes, they did.
They're not throwing out anything,
Very
so that's
festive.
good. Not throwing things in the crowd. And Shriners. Here we go. It's the Antioch Shriners. And the Shriners facility located just a little bit east of here, downtown. A beautiful facility. And here are some professional rodeo clowns we've got coming up as well. Oh, there comes the go-karts and the...
There, we knew they'd be here
that's
somewhere.
Shriners. Can't mistake them. Another truck for the Shriners with a merry-go-round on this, and pulled by the Shriners truck. This must be the Grand Poobah. Would you say?
Having fun and helping kids.
So they have a nice Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round on this float.
There's some characters.
Yeah, here we go. That's the classic trademark of any Shriners parade participation of mini cars.
They've done this a few times, I suspect.
I think so, and I bet I know what a few kids will be asking for Christmas after seeing that.
Shriners Hospitals do great work.
Yes.
And the mini 18-wheeler, gotta love it.
Love to the rescue. They got a nice picture of Bugs Bunny on there. Quite a lineup for the Antioch Shriners in this parade. The Shriners providing a lot of services for the community that not many folks are aware of.
Absolutely.
Here is the circus truck for the Shriners.
Love the pipe organ.
University of Dayton circus this year, February 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Dayton Metropolitan Library.
The Bookmobile. Yeah.
Be very excited when the new downtown library comes on board.
And the new Bookmobile reflects the beautiful new style of the upgraded libraries.
Sandy's Towing.
Sandy's Towing. They're good when you're in trouble.
Yes, they are.
When you need them, but if you
That is a big truck.
it is. That must be for hauling other semis. I think. Not such a fun sight if you're double parked, but Sandy's.
Probably not.
Lots of folks wanting to be on camera tonight. And it is the Dayton Job Corps. Rudolph marching with Dayton Job Corps. They must have gave Rudolph a job. He must have signed up for a temp job.
Must have.
Through the Job Corps. Let's see who else we have here. There's a couple of reindeer in this one. And a gingerbread man. Some elves. Here comes Frosty the snowman. Oh, there's two of them.
How about that?
Gotta have a backup in case it gets warm. Now the Royal Divas and Kings
Here we go.
of Thunder.
This youth organization and drum corps is part of Untapped Potential. Royal Divas and Kings of Thunder.
Ohio Garrison Legion. 501st.
501st Legion. The Ohio Garrison of the 501st
Looky
Legion.
here at this Star Wars.
And the Great Lakes base of the Rebel Legion, our volunteers who use the wearing of the screen accurate costumes to help raise money for charity as well as promote Star Wars in their local communities.
They represented about every character of Star Wars in that lineup. Obi-Wan.
How about this?
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wayne Warriors. We're the proud supporter of Wayne
Yes,
Warriors.
we are. Another great season for the Warriors football. The Wayne High School Marching Band and Warriorettes is a non-competitive show-style marching band. The 130-member group performs at every Wayne football game, and it can be seen at parades and festivals throughout the Miami Valley. The Pride of Huber Heights is under the direction of Mrs. Kristen Showers, with Assistant Director Ms. Susan Chambers.
And you know, every day, Monday through Friday, on Oldies 97.3, we play the national anthem, and that is performed by Wayne Warriors Marching Band.
Yes, it is.
You can hear that every Monday through Friday at noon on our station, Oldies 97.3. And the Wayne Warriors took us to state championships again. And it all came to an end a week ago tonight. Game 9.
It's another fantastic season. Look forward to next year and looking forward to basketball coming up.
Yeah, coming very soon. Be a good time to give a shout out to our Oldies 97.3 team, sports team.
That's right.
Link Schreiber, Dave B, and Brad Lewis. They do a great job bringing us live Warriors coverage every game, every year.
They put a lot of effort into that.
They absolutely do. And Carl's Towing, bringing another float down the street here. Care Source. This is the Care Source float.
Care Source Candy Float. Let's give a big Dayton Holiday Festival welcome to our friends from Care Source. This float is carrying Care Source employees and their families. Special thanks to Care Source for the magic glasses that we are all wearing, which magically turned all of the twinkling lights into snowflakes.
There's Kathy Ponitz of Care Source. You may recognize the Ponitz name from Sinclair Community College, her father being the president in the past.
Santa Claus,
Here
sponsored by
we go.
Care Source.
Absolutely. Well, ho, ho, ho. Finally, here he comes. The man we've all been waiting for, visiting all the way from the North Pole, Santa Claus. The season has begun, hasn't it,
It's
Gary?
the man himself.
Well, thanks to Care Source for bringing the man to town. And we're very thankful to everyone, all the sponsors here that brought us the 44th Annual Children's Parade. The tree is lit.
The tree is lit, and the holiday season is underway.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Shelly Hulse, one of the DJs and board members of Oldies 97.3 WSWO, and thank you, Gary. Gary Quin will be on the air tomorrow, Saturday, from 1 to 6.
That's correct. Best of the
tune us
50s,
in.
60s, and 70s.
Absolutely. And thank you, DATV, for having us come down
We really
and
appreciate
call
it.
the parade.